Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing one of my first card reviews on one of my favorite decks that I've come to know and love called the Gilded Tarot deck. And it's made by Cyro Marchetti, and the companion book is done by Barbara Moore, who has a lot of material out there. So I got this deck probably about 3 years ago. I was using the traditional Waiter-Waite tarot deck, and one of the metaphysical shop owners suggested that I switch up the deck that I'm using because Waiter-Waite can be very patriarchal. So I decided to take her advice, and she recommended this one because she knows that I love astrology. At first, I was not a big fan, just because I was just looking at the artwork and it wasn't like tickling me. But the more that I use this, it's so astrologically weaved and influenced, and that is what I'm all about. A lot of my readings, I'll draw up a quick birth chart because that helps me better understand the people involved, as well as your own energy that's working with it and what the cards represent, because the cards actually represent with the zodiac as well. So let's just get right into the card deck. It comes in this really awesome book, like this nice protective case. I believe I paid $30 for it. And it's just beautiful. It comes with this really awesome nice case with it that has kept it nice and safe for the amount of time that I've had it. And this beautiful guidebook it's like nice and big. You can see how big it is, and it has a lot of descriptions, even numbers for places for notes. It kind of teaches you how to interpret the cards. So with the notes, in the beginning, if you read the book, it will have you go through each card and write down what you intuitively feel right here. So when you learn your deck, it's about what you are learning and what you feel and what comes to you. That's all about that's all what tarot is becoming in tune with your intuition. And I'm just obsessed with the design on the deck. It's so beautiful. And so the first two cards that it comes with are just these spreads. These examples of spreads that you can do. The Celtic cross, which is extremely traditional, or you can try this daily spread, and I just leave those at the top. Usually I leave them like this, just so when I do have my deck, they don't get mixed up. And usually I have all the cards faced this way, so they're not being exposed. But for the purpose of this video, I did organize them all from the order, and it comes with this little thing, close up the box here, and we're going to go through each card so you can see what exactly it comes with. So the first card, like this, these are the deck. This is about the size. It's perfect for shuffling. Absolutely perfect for shuffling. It's like a playing card deck. I don't like when the cards are so huge. Even the Waiter-Waite is kind of big, but these, I can handle them nicely. And I mean, I have pretty big hands, like body working piano hands, and this is just really perfect for shuffling and moving the cards with a nice flow. So we're gonna go in order from the deck. The first card, as we know, for the Major Arcana is the Fool. And you can already see the astrological influence that is in the deck. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed. The Magician card and how it has all the elements. So there's the sword, the wand, the cup, and the pentacle. And it's just very like dreamy and beautiful, and the symbolism of everything I'm just absolutely obsessed with. And you see all of this astrological influence, all of it. It's just beautiful and very cosmic. So I recommend this deck And the descriptions are completely different. It gives you a different way of looking at these cards, which is really beautiful. And you can tie that in with your knowledge of what you already know already. That's what I love about different decks. They have different interpretations of things. And this deck has really grown on me. Like, I didn't use it for the longest time. And then it was the only deck I had, so I had to use it. And I became really, really fond of it. I use these mostly. I don't really use them for myself, but I've translated it to my readings deck. So this is usually what I use with people depending on who I'm working with. It's just so beautiful and astrologically advanced. That's what I'm all about. All of the cosmic influence and the symbolism of that, it really helps you kind of understand it a little differently. And I'm going to start doing these deck reviews so that you can kind of get a peek into the decks and see what feels good for you, what resonates with you, you know? Because some decks don't, and I always, when I'm like looking into a deck or looking for a new deck, if I don't know too much about it, I will research it first. Love it. Like Cancer, you see the crab, rules the moon, and we have all these like gears, which is talking about like emotional gears. And there's a bunch of gears actually in this deck that's talking about the different gears that astrology works through and how they motivate those gears, how they move those gears. Just really beautiful. And we get into cups here, just to give you guys an idea. You can get this online. I'm sure your local, I would call first if you just want to go there for this deck, but it always never hurts to just go and look if this is something that you want. And again, it's called the Gilded Tarot deck. So cute. It's very different. It kind of reminds me of like the medieval times and that type of energy. Very like fantasy, but at the same time very theatrical. Just, I love all the astrological influence. That's what I'm about. Like, couldn't turn it away once she said that. So more twos, talking about balance and journeys and decisions. Threes, talking about working together and work. Pentacles, the earthly realm. Here we are. And tarot is just really all about how you can tell a story with these cards and how you can pull the influence of what the cards are pulling out. It's all about divination, and it's all relevant. It's just how we read. The more comfortable we can read, which is why getting a deck that makes you feel really comfortable and in tune to it is important, because you can just study with that deck. And that's what I did the longest with the Rider-Waite. So to be honest, transferring to this deck, I think I kind of resisted because I am a fixed sign. And I low-key resist. I'm like, I'm comfortable with this deck. I don't want to learn another deck. But it really helps. And it helps you just with your readings in general when you're able to look at the cards in a different way. It's like, okay, maybe I never knew that about the King of Pentacles card. But the book, the way that they write it and the way that they influence, it's like, oh, okay, this makes so much sense. This is another thing that I can pull into the aspect of reading. And honestly, it's just practice makes perfect with your reading. So you want to make sure that you're practicing not just on yourself, but others. And you're also letting others practice on you, or you're getting readings by people that you trust, of course, because it's going to help your readings out. And like I've been reading probably for like 10 years now. And I'm good now because I have been studying for so long. It's a study. Same thing with astrology. Like, you're not going to be amazing when you first start. I'm still not even like amazing. There's still so much to learn. It's a never-ending study because things are always evolving and changing in the sky. So it's an ever-evolving study. And that's why a lot of the teachers that are absolutely amazing are older, because they've dedicated most of their life to learning these divination practices. It's a practice and a craft, and it's something you're mastering. And even the masters, they still always will have work to do and new work to learn. So just remember that when you're getting, because this is a very extensive practice and the knowledge is very expanded and it can go a lot of different ways, but just be patient with yourself. Read a lot, study, look up videos, read books, take notes, and practice, and your work will get better and better, just like anything. And it's like muscle memory. You're going to remember, like, oh, 10s represent endings, you know, and you're going to start correlating with the numbers, what they mean, what the pages mean, what the knights represent, and then what their element along with that could mean, and the other symbolisms in the picture. So beautiful. I love this practice, and I am absolutely obsessed with this deck. So there you guys have it. That is the Gilded Tarot deck. Show you how it looks to shuffle so you can get an idea of how smooth it is. It's like a regular deck, and quick shuffling. Absolutely beautiful. And there you guys have it, the Gilded Tarot. So there you guys have it, the Gilded Tarot deck, the cards, the book, and the beautiful box that it comes in. Highly recommend for people who are learning astrology, that are really into the tarot as well, and they want to learn, because they all go together. All of these modalities, numerology, astrology, and tarot, they all work together, because there's a sign for each card, and there's a number for each card and what it represents. I highly recommend this one for those lovers of astrology and the stars. Sending you all so much love. Happy full moon in Aquarius. Beautiful, beautiful times we have. Definitely it's time for some divination work, diving into self, diving into these modalities that help us understand the course that we're on a little bit deeper through the themes and the elements and cards and divination. It's very helpful. This is just working with spirit and your natural intuition and your guidance. It's nothing bad about it. What's bad about tarot can be people using their knowledge to manipulate other people through not being genuine or honest, because there should be none of that in the magic. If so, then that's just a bad magician that you don't want to work with, because you want your energy and things to be clear and potent and pure. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Happy Leo season. Happy Aquarius season. Again, so you can see up close and personal. Hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Talk soon. Namaste, guys.